nothing alike. We's different. You ain't the hustling type. We's different.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls of the YouTube world, CJ Rose is back in the building. Welcome back to the channel. All right, next matchup is the steel cage match. Braun Strowman versus Shane McMahon. You know, a fun fact about this match, I did not realize this was only the second steel cage match in history. I had to look this up. The last time they had a steel cage match on WrestleMania was 1986. Yeah, 1986. That was WrestleMania 2. Was it 86 or 89? I think it was 89 because the first WrestleMania was 88. Yeah, so 89. I'm sorry, 1989. That was WrestleMania 2. Hulk Hogan versus King Kong Bundy. They have not had a steel cage match at WrestleMania in... How many years is that? What? 31 years? Is that 31 years? 89, 99, 09, 19. Yeah. 30, 31, 32 years. So, they had, you know, hopefully Strowman and Shane McMahon performed well. And to my surprise, they performed very well. They did pretty much what you expect from them. So before the match started, Braun Strowman was attacked by who else but Elias and Jackson Riker. And they actually attacked Braun Strowman's leg. So now Braun Strowman is walking into this match with a injured leg. And knowing Shane McMahon, he's gonna try everything he can to make sure he gets at that at all times. I guess they needed something to regulate this match as best as possible because this is a big guy versus Shane McMahon. Shane McMahon ain't gonna be doing no suplexes on Braun Strowman anytime. So, you know what I'm saying? The only thing Shane McMahon really could do is do a little bit of strikes. And that's pretty much what he did. There was a point where he was on the top of the cage and he ripped off a piece of sheet metal and started hitting Braun Strowman with that. So, yeah, it was okay. It wasn't really something to write home to. It was all right. I ain't gonna call this was fantastic. I mean, it was okay. You know what I'm saying? So here's how this match pretty much ends. So Shane McMahon is climbing out the cage, and he's waving at Braun, like he put his hand through one of the holes in the cage and says bye-bye, right? He's taking his time to get out. Braun Strowman got up in the quickest fashion I've ever seen. Like, I understand Braun Strowman is in phenomenal shape. The man looks good, honestly. The man looks like he is in amazing shape. But God, I didn't think his agility went up with him, you know what I'm saying? So he got up like a cat, trying to get Shane. So how he decided to get Shane back in the ring, he ripped the cage wall open. Like, legit. Like, this was classic Braun Strowman. Like, if you know how Braun Strowman was back in the times, he used to flip over cars and do all this abnormal superhuman strength things. You know what I'm saying? This was one of those cases. He ripped the cage door, sorry, not cage door, the cage wall, and brought Shane in that way. And they were pretty much fighting on the top. Then they got to the turnbuckle. Then Shane McMahon started climbing up. And then Braun Strowman was up there with him. And then when you saw these up top, you already knew it was coming. Like, huh? Well, Braun Strowman about to throw that man off the cage. And that's exactly what he did. He threw him off the cage, landed in the ring. Now, mind you, Shane McMahon has jumped off higher places than what that cage was. Bro, let me tell you something. That's probably the lowest Shane McMahon has ever been thrown off or jumped off. I don't care what anybody says. That fall did not look that... That fall didn't look that crazy. And that's me coming from somebody who hates heights. So you can imagine how I would have felt if you did that. But you can never pay me to do that. You lost your mind. But, so Braun Strowman throws him off. Then instead of climbing out of the cage, he decides to drop down, pick Shane McMahon up, and hit a power slam. Like the man wasn't dead already. That's like picking up a dead body and just doing whatever you want with it. That's some real, you got problems, bro. You got problems. After the running power slam, 1, 2, 3, Braun Strowman wins. Well, hopefully this was just a one-off, which it should be. I don't really see this being another match. It doesn't make sense. Why the hell would it be another match? So we just keep it moving from there. And that's it. I don't know what happens with Braun Strowman, but I guess we'll see. And that's it. All right, 2 more matches left. Let's go.